Patience and perseverance may very well be our superpower this weekend. More than likely, we'll face a test or tests within our relationships, maybe looking within, where we'll be called upon to deepen, grow that bond, grow that commitment, and confront any insecurities, any fears that we have. We have creative inspiration, high intuition, and those things are going to guide us towards guide us in our actions, I should say, encouraging us to blend our imagination with reality. We will probably encounter periods of self-doubt this weekend. We may feel that heaviness of our responsibilities. And those things are coming to the surface only so that we can confront those fears, those anxieties, and move forward with the strength. So sit back, relax, and join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your weekend focus for June the 8th and the 9th, 2024. So we'll start with the numerology. Saturday we have the 8 energy. The 8 energy is all about growing our prosperity, our abundance, our stature within the community, our self-worth, our strengths. If we look at the daily numerology for Saturday, it would be a 6 plus an 8 plus an 8, and that gives us that beautiful 22 energy. The master number 22 is probably one of the most, if not the most powerful number in numerology. The 22 energy says to put our focus on the things that matter, to be aligned with the things that have value, that support us, that move us towards our goals, our dreams, our desires. When we put our focus on the next step, that's when the magic can come in. That's when things can happen just seemingly out of the blue and land you to the exact where you were trying to go this whole time. Everything just falls into place. Everything snaps together. So the 22 energy is very powerful to move us forward in our paths. So this is a day to put your focus on your dreams, your goals, your desires. On Sunday, we will have the 9 energy, right? So the 9 energy is about completions. It's about endings, but it's why we are completing, why we are ending, why we are leaving certain things in our rearview mirrors. And that is to open up the room, the expansion of space in our life to receive the things that we are asking for, the things that we are working towards, for the successes, for the prosperity, for the love, for the joy. So if we look at the daily numerology, then for Sunday, it would be a 6 plus a 9 plus an 8. That gives us a 23 energy. And the 23 energy is having a faith, a belief in yourself, obviously, but also in God, your angels, your guides, the universe, source, your higher self. To trust in your intuition, to trust in that gut feeling, to trust in your sage wisdom. 2 plus 3 is a 5 energy, and the 5 energy is all about creating and inviting in happiness, giggles, laughter, joy, dancing. It's about allowing our creativity to flow, which will probably be a harder thing to do this weekend. When we talk about the astrology, you'll understand why that creative expression may be, there's got to be almost a doable purpose in the creativity, if that makes sense. I'll replay that and see how, because it didn't really make sense when I said it, but that's what I was told to say. 23 goes into a 5, and it is about our creativity. It is about our self-expression, growing those things. It's about creating harmony and love and beauty in our world, to let the softer side of life show its face in our life. And how we do that on a consistent basis, how we invite it in so that it is something that we have every day of our life, not just once in a blue moon. The sun is in Gemini. Our moon is in Cancer for the majority of the weekend. I think Sunday afternoon around 3:30 or so Eastern Standard Time. The moon will move into Leo. We'll have that fire energy coming in as the weekend winds down. We won't want to go to work on Monday probably because we'll have this energy, this passion, this drive come Monday, and we have to go and earn that paycheck, right? So, astrology, Venus squares Saturn, okay, and that's definitely a challenging aspect. Okay, it's between our planet of love and money and our planet of restriction and discipline and responsibility. And so that can bring in a lot of tension. It could create distance in our relationships, or we feel alone within the relationship. It'll affect our own self-worth, or should I say the lack of. We'll have that self-doubt. We'll have insecurities that will surface. We could find ourselves being highly critical of ourselves or even others, demanding a higher bar to jump over. And we may feel our belts tightening during this time. Okay, there's delays in receiving money, how money is going to be received. There's this need to budget, to manage our money wisely. Now, it is fabulous energy to look at any kind of long-term financial planning. Okay, we have the self-discipline needed to make those practical investments right now. Patience and perseverance is a superpower. Okay, we know that this is a short-term transit, so we need to keep a positive outlook, stay grounded, address, and don't look away, address any insecurities within yourself or fears that arise. Or within the relationship. And if it's the relationship, have that healthy dialogue. If it's within, then maybe talk it over with a mentor or a good friend, or meditate on it. Seek for the answers within. Now Mars is actually pretty active. Mars is semi-sextile in Neptune, so that encourages the blending of action with intuition. It puts a drive behind our dreams. We want to go forward in our dreams and our desires, our wants. And pay attention to your intuition, your dreams. Okay, and look at how you can ground your dreams into some very practical steps to turn your visions into practical steps forward. So this transit gives us this little tiny window to just turn our visions into reality. Mix that with the 22 energy. And right after Mars has that conversation with Neptune, Mars enters Taurus. And now we have that determination. Now we have that endurance to go after our goals. Now we dig in our feet and we get going, or dig in our heels and start the race going forward. But we'll do it at a very steady and predictable is the word I'm hearing, a very predictable step forward. We know what we're doing before we're going to do it. We think it out. We weigh out the options. We're very grounded in our approach. So that's going to give us that determination. That's going to give us that endurance to go after a goal, a dream, and a desire. So if you haven't set a goal right now, because this is a time when you will gain great traction by slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. We're more inclined to take practical, methodical steps, okay? And we'll be focusing on tangible results. We want to see it. We want to touch it. We have to, it's like painting a room, right? Within a day or two, it's a whole new color, right? You can see the difference. You can see the improvement. So we want to set goals where we will be able to see those tangible results. It's not something where we just have that feeling that things are going right. We just have that feeling that it's the next move and the next move. And we're just letting the passion take over. And right now, passion is not going to be part of the package here. Okay, where it was a little bit in Aries, we got passion and we started moving forward and we started feeling good about what we were doing and our accomplishments. And even though we couldn't actually see them, we knew that we were growing in certain ways. And that's very doable too, but now we're being pulled back a little bit. It's almost like chariot kind of energy. We want to make sure that this path isn't a dead end. We want to see the obstacles that might lay in our way. So our focus now on financial stability is definitely enhanced under this energy too. So we're willing to work a little bit harder, a little bit longer to turn our dreams into the realities that we see them in our mind. We need to stay very mindful, though, when it comes to, pay attention to yourself. If you start to become stubborn, resistant to change, slow to act, maybe you're procrastinating, maybe there's this reluctance to act when needed, that can all work against you. So pay attention to how often you do that, when you do that, why you do that, what's holding you back from that. Procrastination is not laziness. Procrastination is a safety mechanism within us. So if you take the procrastination workshop on Patreon, you will come to realize very quickly about some fears and insecurities that you didn't even know you had until you started to look at yourself and procrastination, when and why you do it. Okay, here we go to the cards. So strong energy this weekend. Underlying energy is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups appears, so this is a weekend to be grateful. To be grateful for what we have. Start a gratitude journal. Okay, write a little bit more in your gratitude journal if you already do it. Raise the bar on yourself a little bit on really being grateful for the things that you have in your life. Take time to consider your friends. You may be saying no to an invitation, okay? Understand that they want you there. They're inviting you to come. They want to see you. They want to be a part of your world, and they want you to be a part of their world. Look at the gift you're being offered, maybe in friendships, that we overlook sometime. And there's probably a fear or an insecurity. Maybe you are the person who feels sooner or later they'll just turn their back on me, so I'm going to turn my back first so they don't have a chance to. It's about being aware of what we already have to work with. The things that bring pleasure into our life. You don't do a gratitude journal, you say? Okay, I want you just for this weekend even, okay? But I'm going to up it because it's only for the weekend. I hope you watch this on Friday night so you get three nights in instead of just two. But I want you to write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Read them aloud and go to bed. Okay, it'll be your last step before hitting that pillow. The next night, which hopefully is Saturday night, I want you to write down 3 more things, read all 6 aloud, and go to bed. And on the 3rd night, on Sunday, you're going to write 3 more things. You're going to say them aloud and go to bed. Doing it just that, you may find that you fall asleep a little easier, or you sleep a little sounder, that you wake up feeling a little bit more refreshed, full of energy, vitality, waiting to greet the day instead of the day slapping you in the face and saying, come on, let's get a move on here. Sun's in the sky. Time to work. Time to get busy. You may just come to appreciate something just out of the blue now. Something small that happens in your life. Maybe it's just seeing a bluebird sitting in your front yard or something like that, and just being thankful that you were able to see such beauty. I look in the mirror and see how beautiful you are. You will notice a small shift, okay? And it'll be small, but imagine now if you did that for a week straight, or a month straight, or a year straight. And you just made it part of your life. Watch your world change. Okay, Six of Cups. Six of Cups, something from our past. You know, it really is about our fears and anxieties this week. It really is about understanding our self-worth. It really is about understanding just how wonderful we are, how much beauty surrounds us, how much beauty is within us, of what we have to give, what our potential is, if we allow ourselves to be open and honest and sincere, to allow our inner expression to guide the way. We have the Seven of Wands. I think you come to some decisions this weekend on how you are going to go forward. Maybe it's in a relationship. Maybe it's work-related, health-related. Maybe it's about your stature in the community. Maybe you feel like it's time for you to step up and give back to the community, perhaps, or to a charity that helped you once. Or maybe you're going to need them someday, so you want them to be around, so you give ahead of time. Is that paying it forward? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's about realizing your self-worth. Not what somebody has told you your worth is, but really understanding your own self-worth. What a miracle you are. What a beautiful being you are. And to remember that you are just a spiritual being having a human journey right now. This is understanding your potential, your gifts, your talents. I think you're going to make some firm, strong choices about how you go forward. Maybe it's in money, maybe it's in love, maybe it's your career. We have the Ten of Wands. We understand what we need to get rid of. We understand what we need to drop. We understand what is deadwood that we didn't understand before. We get some kind of clarity or knowledge or wisdom that comes in, so that we can ground ourselves, so that we can take purposeful steps, is what I'm hearing. Purposeful steps forward towards a goal, a dream, a desire. It's almost like a seriousness comes in here in some way. I'm feeling a very serious energy about you're rolling up your sleeves and it's time to get to work. It's time to get busy. It's time to do. So we can play on a later date, at a later time. We should always balance work and play in every day. We shouldn't just work until we drop, and then, what we want to do is have blocks of times where we just give it our all, and blocks of times where we just enjoy it all. And finding that true balance of how we do that. Okay, let's go to our Oracle card, and I'm kind of rolling my eyes here because I'm thinking I still haven't even got those decks out of the box. But I'm doing a lot of projects before it gets too hot to do any of the projects, because here it goes from snow on the ground to the grass is burning. So So Mother Nature is giving me this a window of opportunity to get some stuff done on the outside. So I'm taking advantage of that while I'm trying to dismantle different parts of my office, so I can get ready for that. Oh, there's so much. Look at this. We got gratitude and appreciation. 46 as our card. You can't make this stuff up, can you? We started with the Four of Cups, about gratitude. And look what we have here. Gratitude and appreciation. I'd be pretty grateful if I had a unicorn to pet in my backyard, but that's just me. Okay. Recognize the good qualities in others and openly share your gratitude with them. And I'm just going to put a sentence in here. I don't know what lays ahead, but I'm going to recognize the good qualities in yourself and openly share your beauty with others. So write notes of thanks to those who have helped you. You don't have to give it to them. You can just, if someone deserves acknowledgement, take the time to let a superior or colleague know so they receive the recognition you deserve. Nature is continually sharing its beauty for us to appreciate. Beholding a rainbow is a gift, and when we encounter a rainbow's beauty, it's a perfect time to be grateful for all the gifts in our life. It is important to generate the positive flow of thankfulness that can bring joy into someone else's life. By doing so, you will not only decrease your stress, you will also generate feelings of goodwill and love in your life. So recognize your good qualities, the good qualities of others. Write notes of thanks to those who have helped you. And maybe you don't feel like you'd feel comfortable giving it to them for whatever reason. But you can always just, burn them later and let that message flow to them. It will still get to them. Your heart will still unite with theirs. So. But, how cool would it be, playing... if you were to go to the mailbox tomorrow and just get a little note from somebody that you know that says, hey, just want to drop you a note letting you know that I appreciate you. What you do in the neighborhood, what you do at work, what you do in the family, whatever is applicable. And our animal card is... the cow, the 7 of earth. So 7 is our relationships. It's about growing the harmony and the beauty in our lives, in our environments, within our relationships. Earth, so it's a real grounding energy. And we just had Mars go into Taurus, which is a very earthy energy, a very grounding energy. Then we have the cow show up. Why am I not getting that as clear as it should be? Can you guys help, please? Or not? Okay, we'll just try one more time fast, and then I'm just going to read it. The planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next step. So patience is what? One of our superpowers. So the cow shows up to say, take your time. I've never seen, a cow really run. Okay, I've seen cows run, but very rarely will you see a cow run. Okay, because they take their time. They're very methodical. They chew their cud. They lay in the fields. They're very, they're slow moving, just like the turtle is very slow moving. So it's telling us to slow down, to understand how we bring in the harmony, the beauty, the laughter into our relationships, the joy into our relationships, into our environments. And what kind of fear, what kind of anxiety, what kind of belief do you hold that keeps you away from actually being grounded, being in the moment, and experiencing life at its fullest? Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.